Hey guys, what's up? Tyler here, and I just want to say before we start off this video is not financial advice whatsoever. It is purely for entertainment purposes only. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Alright guys, so if you're like me, you're trying to maximize the most rewards out of credit cards without having to go out of your way to jump through too many hoops or anything like that. So let's go ahead and talk about a few ways that I've been able to maximize rewards out of my credit cards and what I see as the top 4 credit cards for the year 2020. Now before we get in this, I just do want to say that I don't carry balances on my credit cards. So again, I'm trying to really maximize the rewards without focusing too much on how much interest I would be paying if I was carrying a balance. So for people that like to carry balances, usually rewards credit cards are not the best option for them. There are typically credit cards with lower interest rates that would obviously be a lot better and produce a lot better return rather than, rewards like a few percent cash back versus how much you're paying in interest. So that's just something to keep in mind. Alright, with that being said, there are many benefits to having rewards credit cards, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with a list of these 4 credit cards and a little bit about what they are and why I see they're beneficial and why I chose to go with them or why I am planning on going with them for their rewards sake. So let's start off with number 4. Alright guys, so number 4 is the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. This is a card that I've had for a long time and just has overall been a great rewards credit card. With the Freedom Unlimited card, you're going to be getting 1.5% cash back on all of your purchases. There's no categories or anything like that. All of your purchases will be getting 1.5% cash back. And this cash back comes in forms of points, and you redeem these points for either gift cards or anything like that, or you can just redeem them straight for cash back. So on top of that 1.5% cash back, the reason I love the Chase Freedom Unlimited card is their special introductory offer. They offer $200 bonus if you spend $500 in the first 3 months. So essentially you spend $500 and then get $200 cash back after that. And if you're using the credit card regularly, spending $500 in the first 3 months is not that hard. So if you're interested in that, interested in this 1.5% cash back card, the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, I do have a link down below in the description. You can check that out. That'll be a referral link and it'll get you that $200 bonus, the introductory bonus, after you spend $500 in the first 3 months. Another reason I love this card, and this is common among a lot of different rewards cards and just credit cards in general, but this card has no annual fee. So unlike the Chase Sapphire card, this card you're not going to have to deal with any kind of annual fee. So it's essentially just 1.5% cash back straight across the board. Alright guys, so that is number 4, is the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. And just to recap real quick and give you my own personal take on this card, I have been using this card for about 3.5 years now, and honestly I think it's just a great overall card. I use it in all situations where there's not some kind of specialty situation, which we'll talk about a little bit further along, but essentially I'm just using it as my daily go-to credit card. Alright, let's move on to number 3. Alright guys, if you're anything like me, you're an Apple fanatic. And so getting the Apple credit card, which is our number 3 credit card, has just kind of been part of the process. And honestly, I've been super happy with the Apple credit card. My favorite part of the Apple credit card is simply because I use a lot of Apple products. I have my MacBook Pro right here. I have my iPad mini right there, my AirPods Pro right there. I got my Apple Watch here, my iPhone 11 right there. I'm just an Apple user now, and if you know anything about me, I used to write code and program for Android, so this is really weird. It's all happened in like the last year, but I am just an avid, typical Apple user now. So this is who I am now. Anyway, the credit card offers 3% daily cash back on all of Apple's products that you purchase on apple.com with your Apple credit card using your Apple ID, like your Apple credit card that's linked to your Apple ID, or purchasing, even in store at the Apple Store. So that's a huge plus, especially because these products are very expensive. This Apple Watch, we're talking like $400. The iPhone 11, we're talking, close to $1,000. MacBook Pro is usually well over $1,000. So we're talking about, this could be a larger percentage cash back because these products are much more expensive. So the other cool thing about this 3% cashback is it extends to their other partnered, I guess they call them, businesses. So that's going to be places, I think I saw T-Mobile on there, Uber, possibly Uber Eats, maybe like a drugstore like Walgreens or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but there are a few partnered businesses there. And this, I mean, if you shop at those places, this really honestly might be beneficial to you, just for that reason alone, even if you're not an Apple fan. But if you have an iPhone and if you're ready to, just switch to the Apple credit card and it just makes sense, I think it's a great card to have on hand. Again, like I mentioned previously, this would be one of those specialty situations. For example, if you're making a purchase at the Apple store, I'm going to go ahead and switch from my Chase Freedom card, switch over to my Apple credit card so I can really maximize and get that extra 1.5% cash back, as it would be a 3% cashback transaction. Other nice thing, I'm not sure if I really explained it fully, but this is going to be any kind of iCloud purchases that you're making as well. So if you're increasing your storage, you're increasing your iCloud storage on your phone, or let's say you're purchasing apps, you're purchasing movies, you're purchasing anything that you're doing through your actual Apple ID or your iCloud, you can go ahead and get that 3% daily cash back as well. And the next point I want to make about this credit card is actually pretty cool. It's a 2% daily cash back on anywhere that accepts Apple Pay. So we're talking about like any kind of retailer that you can pay with your phone, or watch, anywhere like that. If you go to the mall, you can usually pretty frequently find different payments that are accepted that accept Apple Pay. But that's going to be, 2% cash back. That's actually a really pretty high percentage for any retailer, any kind of transaction that you're paying with Apple Pay. So that's even going to trump the 1.5% cash back from the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. Now I have to show you guys this. This is actually my Apple credit card. It's a virtual card on your phone in your Apple Wallet, but they also do send you a physical card, and leave it to Apple to make this like the most beautiful card you've ever seen in your life. This is a white titanium etched credit card, and all it has on it basically is, I can actually pull it out and show you here what it looks like. I've never used the actual card, but essentially it has the Apple logo on the front and my name right there, Tyler Morrison there, and the chip right here. On the back there is the Goldman Sachs logo right over here, the MasterCard logo in the other corner, and just a solid gray strip. I'll see if I can insert some pictures here so you can actually get a zoom in close up of these here. But yeah, you'll notice there's no numbers on the card. So where's the actual number if you're doing online shopping, things like that? Well, first you're going to try and use Apple Pay if possible, because that'll get you the 2% cash back. If not, you can go into your Apple Wallet, select your credit card, and it'll show you your 16-digit numbers with an expiration and CVV and all of that stuff. So if you need it, it's in your Apple Wallet on your phone. If you're going to be using this card in person, you're going to be eligible for the 1% daily cash back. So again, I'm going to try and use my Freedom card in cases that I can only get 1% cash back. I am going to put a whole video out about this Apple credit card and a whole review, because there's a lot more in-depth stuff I'd like to talk about, but I don't have time in this video. So be sure and check on my channel for that. And if you haven't already, smash that like button and hit that subscribe so you can stay tuned in for further videos just like this one. All right, and to wrap the Apple card up, I did just want to mention there was no kind of introductory offer or bonus for signing up. However, Apple was offering during the holiday season, when I actually got the card last year, a 6% daily cash back on any Apple product that you're purchasing through apple.com or the Apple Store. And so that was super nice. It allowed for even bigger daily cash back, which again, like I'm saying, if you're purchasing something like a MacBook Pro that's like $1,000, that's 6% daily cash back, and that's going to be like $60. So it can add up quickly, this cash back when you're making big purchases, especially from Apple. All right, and that wraps up our number 3 for the Apple credit card. My personal take on this, like I said, I've been using this since the holiday season, so not super long, just a few months, but it has been a great card. I don't even think about it, honestly, because it's linked to my iCloud and Apple ID. So I'm just by default getting that 3% cash back when I'm having subscriptions go through or making purchases on my phone. that accept Apple Pay, things like that. I'm getting that 3% cash back through everything Apple and that 2% cash back when I can't through Apple Pay. So that's pretty simple. That makes it, super easy to use and really maximize those rewards. A few things I do want to mention. There are no annual fees and really no late fees either. You can read more about it on their website, but that is kind of nice. Again, I don't carry a balance, so it's not really something I'm worried about, but the no annual fees, again, is super nice. I do want to talk about, though, the Apple Pay aspect of it. I think 2% cashback is awesome. However, Apple Pay is not accepted everywhere, even in some places like Walmart. So where you think like, oh, this is super common, it should be accepted here. There are some places that still don't accept it. So if that's the case and this is your only credit card, you're going to be reverting back to using the physical card and just getting that 1% cash back. So I like having the Freedom card on hand because it allows me to kind of maximize those rewards where there are cases where the Apple credit card would have to default down to the 1%. So that's all for the Apple credit card. Let's jump on to number 2. Alright guys, so number 2 is the Citibank Double Cash Card. So it's a super simple credit card, very, very basic. 1% on everything when you purchase it and 1% on everything when you pay it back. So essentially that gives you 2% cash back. So let's say you go ahead and make a $1,000 purchase, you'll get $10 there, and then you pay that balance off, you'll get another $10, creating 2% cash back or $20 in cashback rewards. Now, one heads up on this is the only stipulation is you do need to make that minimum payment at least. You can't miss the payment or that might forfeit your cash back on the 1% after you pay it back. So read the fine print again if you're going to be carrying a balance. And again, like I said, these credit cards probably are not going to be the best for carrying balances. So I'm not going to go too in-depth into this. It's pretty standard, the 2% cash back, one when you purchase, one when you pay it off. They don't have any kind of special introductory or bonus offer. They do offer, though, 18 months of 0% balance transfer. So you might want to take a look at that if you are looking to make a balance transfer. This could potentially help you out with a 0% charge on that for 18 months. But if that's not really what you're looking, if you're looking more for rewards, there's no kind of introductory offer, but just the standard 2% cash back. All right, guys, so that wraps up number 2, the Citi Double Cash Card. My take on this card personally is I don't own the credit card, but it has been on my list of credit cards to get. I think it's just overall a great credit card. I think it's going to be a lot like the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, but just have that extra 0.5% there that you'll be getting back, assuming you're paying off your balances. I think it rivals the Apple credit card as far as getting that 2% cash back, but it is indeed better, and that's why I rank this card a little bit better, is because you don't have to deal with the stipulation of having to pay with Apple Pay everywhere you go, and whether that's accepted or not accepted. So this is really just going to be a physical credit card that you can use anywhere. So that's why I put this ranked a little bit above the Apple credit card, is it just is more easy to use and just more usable. And that brings us to number 1. Alright guys, this is my favorite credit card, and it has absolutely been a great credit card. Again, this is going to be one of those specialty circumstances, but I think there's a very good chance that you guys are going to be using this already, and this is the Amazon Prime Rewards Visa Signature credit card. So if you guys don't know what Amazon Prime is essentially a membership that allows you to sign up to be a Prime member, and then basically all of your shipping fees are covered by Amazon for the most part. There are some exceptions, but for the most part, anything you buy on Amazon, you'll qualify for free 2-day shipping. Like I said, there are a lot of exceptions in there, but they also give you access to different services such as Prime TV or Prime Movies. You're going to be able to watch different TV shows, movies, all that type of stuff. There's even some music on there. There's all kinds of different benefits to being a Prime member. But as of January 2019, it was said, again, so actually over a year ago, it was said that there was over a whopping 101 million Prime members. And if that doesn't surprise you, in July of 2019, Digital Commerce 360 did some calculations, and they're estimating that roughly 82% of the households in America have access to an Amazon Prime membership. That's a lot of Amazon Prime members and shoppers. So what piqued my interest with this card is not just their special introductory offer, but it was actually the rewards that they offered. So yes, there was a special introductory offer of, I think it was $70 as soon as I was approved for the actual credit card. They credited, I think, $70 towards my Amazon account or something like that. My purchase that day, I believe, was completely free because that credit actually covered my whole purchase price. And that was nice, but the rewards I knew were going to be super beneficial. And so the rewards are as follows. I got 5% cash back from any purchase I made on Amazon on select things, they say. But like I said, any purchase I've ever made has qualified for Amazon's 5% cash back. So as long as you're paying with that credit card and as long as you have a Prime membership, you can essentially get 5% cash back. And like I said, everything I have purchased has always qualified for it. Supposedly there's like a few things that don't qualify for it, but I don't know. If you can find those things, let me know in the comments because I've never seen them. It's also worth mentioning that this includes Whole Foods, which is owned by Amazon. So if you're looking for 5% cash back from Whole Foods, you can go ahead and get this credit card. As long as you're a Prime member, they will go ahead and get you that 5% cash back. So that's super nice as well. I don't shop at Whole Foods a ton, but it can be pricey there, I know for sure. So this 5% cash back definitely helps. So the reason I rank this credit card number one is just honestly because I feel like so many people here in the States, Canada, Mexico, even like Europe, just all over the world right now is turning more towards online shopping, specifically Amazon. Amazon's got the monopoly there, I feel like, for the most part. And just getting that, saving 5% on your transaction, or essentially getting that 5% cash back, is super nice because I feel like so much of the shopping that we're doing now and that we will be doing in the future will qualify for that reward. So just a few things to note. If you do not have a Prime membership, that 5% cashback actually drops down to 3% cashback. Still really good. If you don't have an Amazon Prime membership though, it might almost be worth it depending on how much you're shopping on Amazon to check, how much you're paying in shipping and the extra 2% cash back that you could be getting. So that is actually nice, but it could be better if you had a Prime membership. So just something to keep in mind there. The other thing I do want to mention is actually a pretty cool perk is occasionally this microphone I'm actually recording on right here qualified for a 10% cash back when I paid with that card. And so occasionally they'll bring in a few products and advertise kind of like this special 10% cash back. And so that's essentially like getting 10% off your purchase, which is pretty cool. Usually the products they're not marked up any higher than you'd normally see them or anything like that. And so usually you can get a little bit of a discount on them. Okay, so now I know you're thinking, okay, it's another specialty credit card, Tyler. I'm not going to use it for Amazon, something like that. If you're not going to use it for Amazon, look at the other benefits of it just real quick too. They offer 2% cash back also on restaurants, gas stations, and drugstores. So even just that alone it rivals, the Citi double cash card because you're getting that 2% cash back at those places, which are pretty common places to go and spend money. Restaurants, gas stations, and drugstores. That's a great go-to card if you're, spending money at any of those places, like most of us probably are. And now you're saying, okay, Tyler, I don't have a car, I never get gas, I've never been to a restaurant, and I don't even know what a drugstore is. Just relax, it's okay. 1% cash back on everything else. So all around, guys, I think it's really a great card. 5% cash back on Amazon purchases, 2% on restaurants, gas stations, and drugstores, and 1% on everything else. I think if you just get one card, this is probably going to be the best go-to card. And again, look for that special introductory offer. I don't have any kind of link to give you guys, but if you just search it up, just search, special intro offer for the Amazon Prime signature credit card, then you can, I'm sure you can find, that offer or some kind of offer. Just to wrap this up with my take, everyone that I've talked to that has this credit card just absolutely loves it. They've been using it. They've been maximizing their rewards. For me personally, it's by far where I get my most rewards at. The 1.5% from the Freedom Unlimited card is nice, but I really maximize with this card. And just to wrap this whole video up, guys, I think really honestly, if you're carrying a balance, you need to look at different cards, not these ones. But if you're paying off your balance every month and you're really looking to maximize the rewards here in 2020 for credit cards, I think if you know what card to go to and which card to use in which situation, and you have multiple cards, I think you can truly maximize the rewards. If you don't want to go with multiple credit cards, I think find one that works best for you. Again, go back through these 4. I think one of these 4 can probably work really well for you, especially if it's, just in everyday situations like the Citi Double Cash Card, or if it's something specific like the Amazon Prime Visa Signature, then that could really help you out. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm super excited to have you here and just on the channel. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button, that really helps in the YouTube algorithm, as well as dropping drop a comment down below. Let me know what your personal favorite credit card is, because I'd be interested to see. And I do read the comments. I'd love to see what you guys are looking at. So be sure and subscribe, and we will catch you guys here for some more videos. Links are down in the description. Take care, guys. Have a good rest of your day. These are noise canceling, so it's kind of weird. Like they kind of just cancel out my voice, and it's like hard to tell what I'm saying. It's like if you plug your ears and then try and talk.